Melissa. You're here with all four of your pastors. And I don't know, we just kind of want to shed some Christmas cheer and kind of talk about our own favorite Christmas traditions and have a little bit of fun. So that's what this episode will be. The pastors don't know this yet. They're finding out at the same time as you watching this. But what we're going to do to start our time off today is we're each going to share our favorite St. Luke's Christmas traditions. But as the other pastors share, I'm going to ask them a very particular question crafted to them. So, dealer's choice. Well, I guess I'm the dealer, so it's my choice.
Christmas edition of our podcast.
I know, right?
Let's I don't know. Let's start with Melissa. What is your favorite St. Luke's tradition?
Oh man. Well, I think it is now St. Luke's tradition that we don't have a welcome hall for Christmas. So second year in a row. I think 2 years makes a tradition. So I'm gonna say that. But part of that is also just being able to see us like kind of roll with it. So last year we did a whole video in there, and this year, if you have not walked through the welcome hall, you will get lots of Christmas cheer. It is beautifully decorated, and the lights, and it's probably the most Christmassy place I've been this season, except for, the Grand Floridian, where if you're watching the video, you see that I am, fake at the Grand Floridian. If you're watching the podcast or listening to the podcast, you're not getting quite that experience, but.
I see. All right, Melissa, your question is, in the world where the gifts that you get from Santa are determined by the quality and general deliciousness of the cookies you leave him and his associates, what kind of cookies would you leave Santa on Christmas Eve?
Wow. I think that I think at Christmas, there is nothing like a really good rolled sugar cookie. It's not the fanciest cookie. It may not even be necessarily the most delicious overall, but I think there's something about a rolled sugar cookie with royal icing that says Christmas in a way that other cookies do not. So it would be a rolled sugar cookie with royal icing with some very Christmassy decorations. So.
Gotcha. Sounds good to me. Jack.
Yes.
Share your
oatmeal raisin cookies.
Share your favorite
right?
St. Luke's Christmas tradition. You can't take Melissa's question. It's hers.
Oh, okay. I was nervous. I think I said this last year because it is. I love the Christmas blessing. It's how we at St. Luke's wrap up everything of Advent and Christmas in the secular sense, and drops it right in this deep spiritual place. The Christmas blessing is just, it's unique. I haven't seen it in other churches, and I look forward to it. So I really, really love that. Yeah.
Great. So your question is, if forced to make the decision between becoming Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in the midst of his most difficult social struggles, not being included in the reindeer games and all.
Yeah. And
having to switch places with Frosty the Snowman during a very, very warm July. Who do you choose? Who do you want to be?
Who do I want to be? Rudolph or the Snowman?
Yeah, knowing how the stories end,
I'd rather be the Rudolph, because I guess I also have memories of one of the cartoons about the snowman being a bit of a jerk and arrogant. No, I'm the only one who saw that cartoon.
Is that the brisk tea commercials you're remembering? Are you remembering the brisk tea commercials as part of your Christmas upbringing?
Possibly.
I think in Frosty Returns, Frosty is a bit snippety doo-dah. I'm actually remembering a little bit of this. Yes, I cannot quote.
Well,
he is a little pesky.
Since your memories have triggered
Parson Brown, so that's Pastor Brown, right? And that Parson is pastor.
Parson doesn't sound particularly friendly. You know, Parson looking for you. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't like it
Parson
definitely
is
strikes
looking
fear.
for you.
Parson
Right.
looking for you.
I did think,
But-
is that why we live in parsonages?
Anyway,
I think so.
seeing as how
Rudolph.
seeing as how Jan's answer has triggered the deep lore of Frosty from our fearless leader, please share with us your favorite St. Luke's memory.
Well, if you're watching on the video, we do all have our favorite Christmas backgrounds, but also I'm eating the Pettit's cinnamon pumpkin bread that we get every year. And it, as I said at the beginning, it sustains me. I don't think they know that. It becomes my sustenance for a good week. And so I do love the Pettit pumpkin bread. But on a more serious note, my favorite tradition is leaving Christmas Eve. And no matter how many staff are still here, we all leave kind of by ourselves. We say goodnight at the sanctuary, and then everybody walks to their cars by themselves, and that silence and it's a mess, and there's candle wax everywhere, and there's bulletins still that are like left and things like that. But there's just this sense of like silent holy night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jen, your question is,
I can't wait.
there's been a decree in all the land
Okay.
that each person is only able to take part in one aspect of Christmas this year. That means it could be one present, it could be one decoration, it could be listening to one song, but you can only do one Christmas thing one time. What is it?
Where is this land you speak of that would decree such a horrible thing? Oh,
We live in unprecedented times.
one
Visit
decoration.
unprecedented times where we've been
What?
for the last 3 years. Unprecedented times. That's
Wait
where
a second. One decoration?
That's what he said.
if you want to use it on a decoration, you can. You know what? I'll be gracious. You have to pick one Christmas thing, and you can do it all the Christmas season, but it's just that one thing. So if it's listen to a song, you can just listen to that song. If it's a decoration, keep that decoration up. If it's a food, you can eat that food all season long. It's just one thing.
I am appalled at such a thing. It'd have to be Christmas lights.
Okay. Okay.
I unabashedly would have to go with Christmas lights.
Okay. And we're gonna keep moving forward. And
Well, what's your favorite St. Luke's tradition?
Right.
I
Yeah,
was trying to-
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Should
And
not-
someone has to come up with a really good question.
Okay, yeah, if y'all can, But so I think my favorite, man, it's so hard to pick one truly. There's the shush video that kind of
Mhm.
censors us. There is just the visual from the front, and everyone doesn't get to experience that. And some folks get to experience it from the back. But the visual of the light spreading for as you know what I'm saying, as we share the light with other folks with our candlesticks as we prepare to sing Silent Night. There's just the sight of the lights down and all of the candles and all of the light as we sing Silent Night. But then there's also that moment that you kind of mentioned, Jen, and it's a little bit, or at least the part that I emphasize is a little bit different. It's just being awake and in community as it becomes Christmas. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like 11:59
Yeah.
to the next day. It's just like it wasn't Christmas and now it's Christmas and we're together. And so even if we don't do the rest of Christmas Day together, we've been together as a community and it, I don't know, it's special. So yeah, that's what it is for me.
Okay, do you all have a question for Jeremy?
I got one.
Okay.
Jeremy,
Yes.
if your essence were embodied in one Christmas carol or
Ooh.
song,
Okay.
what Christmas song most represents you?
Ooh. Thank you for that question, Melissa.
You're welcome.
I would say All I Want for Christmas Is You, not sang by Mariah Carey, but sang by Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance.
Oh,
Yeah, the My Chemical
okay.
Romance cover of All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Nice.
And now everyone's going to Spotify real quick to go find that.
right.
Got it. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So what other reindeer games do you have for us, Pastor Jeremy?
I almost forgot that I was the reindeer game coordinator in the midst of, you see, that's why I was trying not to answer the question. So, simply Christmas trivia. So, my first question for you all is, how fast would Santa's sleigh have to travel to deliver presents to all of the world's children?
Very fast.
Oh my gosh.
Give me
Is this
an answer.
is this in miles per hour? Is this in knots? Is
This
this
is miles per hour.
miles per hour? Okay. All
I mean, that's typically how we like to measure.
I ask that as though it matters. Um,
Just stalling as I Google this.
145 miles per hour.
145. Thank you for giving me an actual number. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let Jad answer and then I have an answer.
I'm gonna say 146. Is this like
Price is right.
right? 144.
I'm gonna say 88 miles per hour
There you go.
You know that's wrong.
because 88 miles per hour is the speed at which you were required to go in a DeLorean for time travel. So
Stephen Leonard will tell you for sure. That is.
So, in order to get to all of the world's children in one night, Santa's sleigh would have to travel 6 million miles per hour.
I'm gonna stick with my time travel theory.
It's like,
Okay, so we lowballed that.
my house to my neighbor's
Right.
house?
So, I want to take this opportunity. That was the question for you all to orient yourselves.
Okay.
I'm not playing with y'all.
Apparently.
Get your head in the game.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Next questions. How many Americans celebrate Christmas?
There's so many nuances to this. Are we defining cultural Christmas? Are we defining like theological?
Give me a number. Give me a number out of 10. This many out of 10 Americans celebrate. Okay,
6.
that's a good answer.
6 out of 10.
Good answers.
6 out of 10. I'm Googling it.
That's not how trivia
That's
works.
cheating.
You
That's
have to put your
cheating.
phone away at trivia.
I would say
All right.
I would say 7% also. I put my phone down.
So
7% or 70%?
7 out of 10, excuse me.
So 9 out of 10 Americans celebrate Christmas, with 55 seeing it as a religious holiday and 33% seeing it as a secular holiday
Wow.
or cultural celebration. Yeah.
Listen to that. That is really interesting.
Well, and like our friends at Jama Masjid, Imam Rashid always says, that Muslims celebrate the birth of Jesus. It's in the Quran. It's like, I don't think you're celebrating the full.
Imam Sykes was at the Christmas concert last night.
Was he?
Yep.
Imam in Iran. It was beautiful.
Imam, what's his last name?
Sykes.
Imam Sykes is not one of the answers to Christmas trivia with the St. Luke's pastors.
Sorry.
I'm just saying there are Muslims who also celebrate Christmas, whether it's cultural or.
All right, come on, bring it, Jeremy.
Keep
Add
going.
my number.
How much on average do Americans spend on Christmas presents
$800.
each year?
A lot.
Per person or like as an individual, I spend. Ooh.
I'm going with $800 on average.
As an individual, how much folks spend for other folks?
Oh, like 4,000.
I was gonna say $500.
Jad, you got an answer?
800. 800.
So Jad's closest. On average, Americans spend $832 at Christmas time.
It's a great.
Really? But if
Yeah.
you think, I was thinking like also like food and parties and.
Oh, no, just for like presents, just for gifts.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah,
Okay.
my bad. I didn't clarify.
And if you average like you guys having 3 children each and me not having any and Jeremy currently not having
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like large family, small
yeah,
family.
we all kind of
Spend nothing. Spend
Right,
$10,000.
I had recently listened to a podcast that said it was 800. So
So just presents. Interesting.
Gift giving.
All right, what's next?
Why are candy canes shaped the way? Well, this is a very poor example. Why are candy canes shaped the way that they are?
Because
Well,
Jen's favorite holiday is Christmas, and it's a J for Jen.
Yeah. No, I heard it was a J for Jesus or a shepherd's crook.
I heard a shepherd's crook. Yeah.
See, I've heard those, but I feel like I've also heard those are not true. So I don't know.
Well,
According to the list that I Googled, it's shepherd's crook. So we finally got points on the board.
the last one I got was pretty close on.
This is the
Yeah,
hardest
but it was
Christmas
8. It was.
trivia ever.
I thought about giving that to you, but you have it too good already, and that's the.
I didn't know we were like counting points. I thought we were just having fun here. I'm gonna buckle down now.
You'll start Googling again.
True or false? Sending Christmas cards is no longer a popular Christmas tradition in America.
True.
True.
It's false. 1.6 billion cards are sent, or at least were sent back in 2016, and it is increased apparently. Of course, you think about COVID.
Oh.
How COVID was. I mean, but it is
I've
interesting to
ever
think
sent a
about.
Christmas card.
I get a ton of them, and we'll probably send
I
one.
get them.
I always
You
thought
know
they were
what's
cool.
funny? I used to get a lot, but I haven't sent them we haven't sent them in like 10 years. And now, like, I think I've gotten 4. That's it, which is weird.
I do appreciate, I get them from St. Luker's with their adorable children and pets on them.
Correct. Yeah.
And Crystal Edwards always sends a rhyming one with the letter. So I do.
Yeah.
So St. Luker's, please listen. We still want your Christmas cards.
We do. We like
I'm just not going to send you one back.
I'm bad at.
I was about to say, like, I've had dinner at your place around Christmas. I stayed with you during the Christmas one time, Jad. And your family has that tradition of picking a Christmas card every night at dinner and praying for that family. I think that's a really sweet tradition for everybody. But enough of the sentimental stuff. What is the highest grossing? What is the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time?
Die Hard doesn't count, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, I will tell you, it's not Die Hard.
Okay. White Christmas.
You say what?
White Christmas.
Okay. Taking that answer.
Of all time?
Of all time.
Is box office gross? Are we talking?
Yes. Yes.
That's why I said White Christmas, because some of them didn't come out in box office.
Right. Well, but how much was a movie ticket back then?
Yeah.
I'll even say, I'll give you extra credit.
Are you adding inflation into this?
I'm going newer for sure.
Yeah. I'll give you. It came out in 2018, actually.
2018?
Mm-hmm. And I'll give you extra credit if you can give me the movie that it dethroned.
I was gonna say Santa Claus. I was gonna say the Santa Claus, the Tim Allen one, because like I feel like
2018.
No. That's what I'm saying for the dethroned one. So I'm wondering if that if it dethroned Santa Claus, but I didn't go see movies probably in 2018, so I don't know.
So I would think it dethrone Elf. That was like 2005,
somewhere in there.
So since you've all given an answer, in 2018, the animated The Grinch movie overthrew Home Alone by grossing nearly.
Home Alone makes sense, but the Jim Carrey
terrible. No,
not the Jim Carrey one. It's animated. It's the animated one. The one that
terrible.
came out after the Jim Carrey one.
Why did we reanimate the Grinch?
It grossed $513 million.
Wow,
it's terrible. It's a terrible movie. Sorry, I love Benedict Cumberbatch, but like they need to leave it alone. Jim Carrey
remember that one
perfected it.
I feel like this podcast is really the most giving the congregation and the world a peek into just what it's like to be with the four of us on a regular basis. It's not necessarily that interesting, but it has lots of opinions.
So a break from the trivia, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad we're of one mind with that,
Yeah.
even if not theologically.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
I made the mistake, y'all, of the pettit cake going home.
See, you can't take it home.
You have people at your house.
I know.
You
Yeah.
gotta leave it here. You gotta leave it here, and then you eat a little bit at a time.
Yes.
Somebody asked me for a piece yesterday, and I gave them a slice this big.
That's right.
Yep, it's gone. So I've been kind of brewing on that since we started the podcast. Like,
Gotta learn. Gotta
Don't
learn.
Don't take
feel free.
mine.
know better.
I'm still waiting
know
down
better.
there. I know it's there. Jeremy told me. So if it's gone, I know who to come find.
I was wondering if, I don't know if y'all could remember, but what's your favorite podcast of the year? Like if it's kind of year in review, what's the, like your, not even just the one that four of us did, but time with EB.
EB and Mark. I thought EB and Mark was the best.
That whole series, anything she
Was
did
great.
with Mark.
Her introduction to Mark, the
Mhm.
first one of the year, was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I've had other pastors say that's the best review of the four gospels in 18 minutes I've
Yep.
heard. Shout out to
All
you.
right. I'll give you two more.
All right, let's go.
This
Boom,
round.
boom, boom.
In what country is KFC a Christmas dinner tradition?
Japan.
Sure. These are not Christmas trivia. I'm just saying.
Just because you don't know them doesn't make it not Christmas
We
trivia.
put Jeremy in
dude.
charge of this, and we need to respect that, I think.
I
Okay,
know that
fine.
you are the Christmas queen.
I'm-
right. I'm feeling dethroned.
I'm gonna say South Korea.
Okay.
I do not have an opinion.
And the answer is
The answer is in Japan in the early 70s, Takashi Okawara, the enterprising manager of the first Kentucky Fried Chicken in the country, had an idea. After learning that people were looking for alternatives to turkey, he marketed a fried chicken party bucket as
Amazing.
a Christmas Eve dinner.
Amazing.
it is now like most families in Japan have Kentucky Fried Chicken
Wow.
on the 25th of December.
All right.
Wow.
Last one.
Wow.
Last one.
This random pointless knowledge I have is finally coming.
That's what it's not even a question. It's the fact that Jad knew the answer. Random question. I'm impressed. That was good.
All right. This is the last question, guys. And truly, I think that what rests upon this is both your love of Christmas and of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. What year was the first Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting ceremony?
1322.
Okay. All right. You get out of here now.
I'm gonna go 1911.
Oh, okay. World War
The
One.
30s,
Okay.
1930s.
Okay. So the
I was
first
thinking about the 1300s.
No. Everyone knows your deep misunderstanding of history. It's too late. You've been exposed.
I was just saying 19.
It's too late. You've been exposed. We know that you don't know what time is. So the first official lighting ceremony happened in 1933.
Nice.
The first tree was there in 1931, but the first official lighting ceremony
Lighting.
was 33.
What are they like?
Huh?
Oh, the tree was earlier. Okay.
Yeah, the tree was there.
What are they like? They said 29. I'm like, what are they like the first 2 years?
Have the Rockefeller
Lighting
tree
ceremony.
on your computer
Some
screen
guy was like,
paper.
we should put a tree out here and put the lights on that.
Like,
How
yeah,
the
we just got
Rockefeller-
lights. It's not quite as exciting as we thought it would be.
What did Jen win? What's the grand prize?
Listen, I
Bragging
probably
rights.
got that one nearly.
bragging right.
That was worth 3 times the points. So
All right. Well, that was our fun Christmas tradition edition of Your Week with St. Luke's. And we hope that you have some Christmas traditions that you're getting to partake in and getting to be a part of. And we hope that you have an amazing, amazing Christmas season and that you'll join us on the 23rd or the 24th for worship. You can also volunteer because we need your bright, smiling faces to greet and welcome everyone from our community and our congregation. And hey, you get to spend time with the four of us, and we have a lot of fun, as you can tell.
These kinds of conversations, in fact.
Exactly. These are the kinds of conversations that happen between Christmas Eve services. So,
cake too, because I'm
thank-
going through withdrawal.
Thank you, Jeremy, for the reindeer games, and we will be with you all next week.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.